everybody, it's Chrissy Senpai Plays Pokemon again, and this time, of course, we're playing more Emerald, and we are going to be using Vulpix, which is my favorite Gen 1 Fire Pokemon. Fire Pokemon are not my least favorite type. I don't really know what that one would go to, but obviously my favorite normally is Grass, Water, and Electric is my third favorite type. I like a good chunk of Fire Pokemon, but then a lot of them just don't appeal to me for some reason. But anyway, we name him Solar, and this is stats. I obviously did not check the nature. I need to do that right now. Okay, so I did not check his nature, but that's fine. I deleted it because I'm a bit of an idiot. But we lose immediately the first Rhino battle because I was dumb and did not completely heal myself because, obviously, why would I want to make this easy on myself? But anyway, so we gotta go back home, talk to Mom, because she's given me my shoes that she didn't give me to begin with, and now I'm getting all the Ziggy Zoons. Can you guess by the images what the naming theme is? It's Naruto, because I am a long-term weeb. I don't know what the next naming theme is, but I know it's going to be something anime related. And I'll just say it's an anime that I used to watch with my dad all the time. But we go get cut. We're just plowing right through this. We only had one gym that was having problems this time with recording and just stroked out completely. Thanks, computer. I don't need to do anything with my recordings that I do. I just, want them deleted. But Roxane is a little bit rough to start out because one single rock tomb takes under 50% of my health. So, what do? We go grind up a little bit and just keep trying. At the moment, my move pool, I looked up Vulpix's move pool and I instantly regretted taking it through Emerald because if you know anything about, I assume you know a lot about Pokemon Emerald, probably more than I do because some people are just like that. The last gym leader and the champion of the Elite Four are going to be terrible. But as you can see, we do just keep trucking on this nose pass every single time. I had to go through Roxanne like over 10 times because I had to grind a little bit, come back after a few levels, grind a little bit, come back after a few levels because I didn't want to over level so much that it made the whole game too easy. But just like the last run with Tentacool, I had over level just to get past the rock gym. So after that, we go talk to Steven's dad, get the Pokénav, and then, hey look, Brandon again. He has a Slugma, which I'm kind of curious as to how he got that, because there ain't no way he's already been to the place where Slugmas are in this game, in that cave. And then we go save Bronny's little boy, and then go talk to him. Now we're fighting Brawly. He finished first time around. He was very, very easy to do, which I didn't expect him to be hard. I honestly thought this whole time that Vulpix would have learned a psychic move, like an attacking psychic move. Joke's on me. I guess I just assumed incorrectly, because Ninetales gives that psychic, ethereal, motherly goddess vibe, and Vulpix obviously is the baby, but Staryu can learn psychic, but nah, Vulpix can't. We go buy a whole pack of Dr. Pepper because they're running out and I'm sad, so I've stockpiled it because I have a problem. Go save that dude from the Team Aqua, go talk to Professor Birch, and then we go do the Mystery House. This has always been one of my favorite parts of the game. I don't know why. Wish other games had the Mystery House thing, but whatever. So now we're battling the rival again, and he has a Lombre, which I don't know why he didn't have a Lotad earlier. And he instantly kills me the first go around when Marshtomp came out. Basically, a lot of my strategy for this run, hope to God that Confusion hits, because if Confusion doesn't affect them, I'm going to get one shot by one specific move that even made the final battle a pain in the butt for me that I thought wouldn't be. But we keep on trucking on. We get the burn, we get the confuse, and that shot takes me out again. And see here, this is one of those things I couldn't help because I was stupid and did not save. He was burned, and I had all my zigzagoons on me. So we can count this fight as immediate loss if you want to. I always have the zigzagoons, and I use them in the psychic gym as essentially fodder for the slaughter. I'm just gonna count it because I did not want to go and redo it again, because I didn't save it all between them that I remember, and I was not going through that hell that is Roxanne. So now we're beating up the whole family in this one house. I kind of wonder what their last name is. I wonder what a lot of people's last names in Pokemon are. Now we're at Watson. Completely one go sweep, which I thought was wild. I didn't expect that to happen, even after I'd gotten paralyzed. But I'm not complaining. I'm glad to get out of there, because Roselia had a huge problem in there as well, if I remember correctly, and it was a pain in the butt. We go let the couple see each other again, which I don't know why they couldn't just break the rocks themselves, because he looked like a dojo type dude, and he could just punch it, but whatever. We go hang out with creepy grandma, who really doesn't want me to leave their house. This is another one of my favorite things in this game, is how much just random items are everywhere. I've just replayed this so many times I don't remember where most of them are and just pick them up so I have money. Now we're going against Maxie. Not fun, because guess who has Earthquake? Can you take a guess on who has Earthquake? That is the move that is the one-shot killer for Vulpix through most of this run. If anything has Earthquake, it is a very extremely bad time for me. And I'm not kidding. You will see later. There are some fights where I just couldn't stop dying repeatedly. We also buy a whole pack of cookies from the lava lady up here. I always liked her. She's just up here vibing by a volcano with some cookies. I don't understand. Flannery was a bit tough, just because, again, it's just the damn camera up, and for some reason it also has a tract, and I was too stupid to just be like, camera up is not cute. The biggest issue I had was just getting attracted by camera up. Now, I do have Flash Fire. Flash Fire is an incredibly useful, and I say that sarcastically, an incredibly useful ability. Because most people aren't dumb enough to hit fire types with fire moves, but Flannery was all about powering up Vulpix, I guess, to give me a chance. We also picked the Root Fossil, because I much prefer Lilip over Anorith, however you pronounce that correctly. We go back to Mystery House, get completely lost, going in circles over and over again. And as you can see, my Zigzagoons are leveling up. I always like to, I thought you had to stop to evolve them, but apparently I did not. But I do evolve them all into Lanoons and get them up to level 41, because that's the easiest way to get rare candies. I found a lot, actually, with just them under-leveled for some reason. I was not going to complain about that. But still, in the Mystery House, I don't know why I have a need to just complete the whole game. I guess I'm reliving my childhood in any way that I can, because adulthood sometimes ain't that fun. But now we're at Dad's gym. I don't know what the special defense on these Pokemon are, but they really did not do well against Vulpix. Vulpix just kind of steamrolled them. It took more than one hit for most of them, if not all of them. Yeah, it was most of them, because Lanoon took just one hit. But once I had gotten them burned and confused, it was easy going from there. Just beat him in one go. Whatever. I'm not gonna complain. I also get served from Wally's dad. We go help out Watson by going into an electrical building that is off in a river, apparently, which I thought was... So a lot of things in this game I find odd, like Scott, for example. The fact that I can rob this whole old couple's berry farm, and also that he sent a child to go flip a switch, and if it were real world standards, which it's probably not, because, I mean, have you seen some of the Pokédex entries for Pokemon? But in the real world, you don't just let some rando walk into a powerhouse, or whatever. I don't know what they're called exactly. I tried to beat the fly gym leader. I took one chance at the flying gym leader, Winona, and didn't even want to show it because the second Altaria came out, I was dead. Very, very dead. So we just go up to Steven, go get the thing, Sylph Scope, I think is what it's called, and then get earthquaked to death by Altaria. So we're gonna go to the rival battle. We'd get killed by Marshtomp and have to do it again. I lost the rival battle between Winona and Weather Institute. Like I said, that was one of the major battles, but I did have to redo that one like 5 times because if I don't get the confuse off right, it's just game over for Vulpix because one mud shot, if it doesn't kill me, it's gonna fuck up my accuracy and then I'm screwed. I go rescue the old people from the creepy cult people again and then try Winona once more. This bitch is just throwing hyper potions everywhere and I got killed, so I was like, okay, I'll just go do some more story stuff. And I attempt to go after Maxie, and guess who has Earthquake? He also has Earthquake. So, I'm like, okay, I gotta beat one of these to do something, and if I beat him, I can get more levels to do a bit better against Winona. And I finally do beat him. It took a good couple tries, because I had to keep camera up from earthquaking me, essentially. And later on in the run, you will see that no matter what I do, I am cursed to be hit with the Earthquake. So after I beat him, get a little bit more, I try Winona again. I got the burn off on Altaria, and was just like, I gotta keep hitting, and she uses a hyper potion. I just gotta keep hitting, because she keeps using Dragon Days. She hits me one time, it's game over. Skarmory walking apart. Skarmory was like the worst thing for Roselia to hit, but this time, I got the upper hand. I don't have the upper hand in the Steven fight though. I'll just say that now. I go back to the Master Trick dude or whatever, the mystery dude, and just, I don't know how many there are in the game. I can't remember if I've even completed all of them, to be honest. But I do as many as I am able to. Go see Team Aqua, just completely, as I mentioned before, why is there an unguarded submarine here? But they go steal it. I gotta go fight them and go get the Master Ball that they're going to use. And oh my god. Would you believe it that that egg I got at the hot springs is my dog? 'Cause I don't either. This is video editing. But we continue, and this is the gym that I started having issues with recording. I don't know if it shows. I did my best to not, like, show how ugly and choppy it was, but at some point it is like the last challenge with Tentacle. It gets really choppy. I'm not sure why my computer does this. If anybody knows, I would greatly appreciate some help. But we beat them, but I never get the thing. Like, I never show, like, I'm never able to fucking show it, and it makes me mad. But I did have to level up a lot, because I initially went in there at, like, late 50s, early 60s. And Earthquake happened. Again! More Earthquake! And I just kept losing. But eventually, I did beat them. It involved a lot of my Lanoons just getting their asses beat and them being fodder. But whatever. I go over to Archie, and I don't even think I had to re-challenge him once. Again, this is just me watching the video and doing hand movements to people who are never going to see me, so I'm a little bit distracted. This is my least favorite part of the game, is the flashing lights. Not cool with it. I go over here, talk to Wallace. I wish I just said something stupid because I don't remember how he responds. But we gotta go wake up Sky Daddy and tell him to tell his children to calm the fuck down. I don't think they're his children, but for the meme, they're his children. And this is the gym that I've been dreading this whole time. But it actually wasn't as bad as the Rock Gym or the Psychic Gym. I did have to redo it a couple of times to actually get past his Pokemon that gave me the biggest issue was Celio and Wishcash, because again, can I get an earthquake in the chat, because that's all I'm getting. That's all that's hitting me. Even though they have water moves that I think would do less damage because my special defense is much higher than my defense at this point in the game. But, you know, whatever, make it harder on me. I don't care, obviously. Kingdra was incredibly annoying. He always is annoying. He's always just resting. And then he also uses potions. Just one. You gotta try the no item challenge. It's so fun. I wish I had picked up leftovers in this. I don't know if I didn't hit the level or not, but I always love that item. Here we are against good old Wally. He was completely... A good chunk of his Pokemon were weak against me, and it made it very easy to get past him. Here's the stats. Not looking too bad. That defense isn't as good as the special defense, and that's why I'm dying to Earthquake all the time. But now we're at the Elite Four. Sydney was super easy. Even his Crawdaunt really didn't give me any problems, at least not compared to other people's Pokemon. He was super easy, and I was super glad. I didn't want to grind against him and lower my chance of return, like hitting weaker, because I lowered the friendship because Vulpix kept fainting. But also, Phoebe wasn't that hard as either. The only thing I hate about her team is the pressure, and no matter what, you have to find all the ethers and elixirs in this game, because sometimes you lose all your Pokepoints. And now we're going against Glacia. She was a big pain in the butt. She was a roadblock a good chunk of the run as well, because her Pokemon were just tanky as shit. I mean, they're walruses. What do I expect? But, you know, she wasn't too bad compared to the next person. Drake was insanely hard, because I've only got 2 attacking moves, and I had to get past Shelgon. As you can see, my levels went up a good bit as I've been in the Elite Four, because I had to stop and go regrind or go get more candies, because Vulpix just doesn't hit hard enough, and nor does it have high enough defense for these Pokemon. The biggest issue with Drake was getting past the Shelgon without getting my speed reduced, honestly. If my speed wasn't reduced repeatedly by Rock Tomb, I think was the move, I would have done so much better and not been Earthquaked or Rock Slided or anything. But now we are at the champion. We are level 93. Here's the moveset. We're saving because I don't want to go through this hell any more than I have to. And we're going against Wallace. And I'll just be quiet for a second.
I can feel it trembling through my body. I feel it burning through my veins. Nobody's done the things you do to me. Your lips can ease all the pain. Follow me, don't worry, close your eyes. I want you desperately. Oh baby, feel my fire. So if you want my heart and soul, then I'm gonna give you all. And if you feel it empty, baby, I'm gonna fill you up. What I will do to you will send you shivers down your spine. And if you feel it empty, baby, let me light your fire. Let me light your fire.
How in the hell did I beat him the first time? I'm absolutely dumbfounded. I thought he was going to be the hardest person in the game. Turns out he was not. I don't know if it was just the return with the Silk Scarf or just insane luck with the double team and the Confused Ray, because throughout the rest of the game I wasn't having very much luck with those tactics. But I'm not going to complain. But now, we always do a little bit of extra stuff in these videos. First, we gotta go fight Steven. I'm just going to say this now. Steven was not as easy as I thought he would be, because while he has many steel types, many of them know Earthquake. Or at least, many of them can take me out fairly easily if it's not Earthquake. Skarmory was a big problem, because even if I confused it and double teamed, Aerial Ace never misses, unless obviously it hits itself with it. Claydol, I'm pretty sure, had Earthquake. Metagross had Earthquake, I'm pretty sure. They were all just repeatedly beating my ass. And Skarmory also toxicked me. Oh my god, I had to cut out so many of these because I just got immediately toxicked and I was doomed. I didn't go with the toxic tactics, surprisingly. I did change tactics repeatedly. I tried different items, like different held items, I tried different move sets, and I was like, okay, we gotta get to level 100. So I come back at level 100, and the Confused Ray gods bless me, because I don't immediately lose over half of my health to Skarmory. I'm trying to get him to waste as many of his items as possible, because some of these I can't hit as hard, like Claydol. I don't have a super effective move against him. So I'm like, okay, don't use that on the ones I can't hit very hard. I also put Charcoal on, and now we're at Armaldo, and we beat him. I swear it took like 50 times to get past him, and like probably close to 30 or 50 to get past the Psychic Gym leaders. But now we get to evolve Solar to his full potential. These are his stats as a level 100 Ninetales. I never knew Ninetales had stats like these because I love it, but I just never used it in playthroughs because there's other Pokemon that I enjoy and I'm not much of a fire type user. Sydney, complete, wiped the floor with him. Was so much easier. Obviously, it's so much easier when you actually evolve the Pokemon. But the whole point of these challenges is to make me hate my life a little bit, so we don't do that. Phoebe was quite easy as well. I just kept throwing them flamethrowers and hoping that Protect didn't just blow through, but I still had a lot of ethers, elixirs, and all that stuff left, because that's the whole reason why I do the save states, because I can't get more of those items. And even using one and having to go back and grind made me nervous enough. So, yeah, that's not fun. Glacia, super easy, because none of them really had a chance to do much any damage to me, and I'm not complaining. Now we're going to Drake, and Drake actually still gave me some problems. He only beat me one time, because I think it was more of like one of those bad luck things, like just a bad luck run against him. But we'll just not count that one against Ninetales, because I'm really trying to prove a point here. That just any Pokemon can be awesome. Any Pokemon can do whatever you want it to, for the most part. I always liked doing these in my own time, without recording them just before, because I was inspired by so many YouTubers, and just like to have something to do in my spare time. But I think any Pokemon can be awesome in their own way. Obviously, some people have their favorites. I don't technically really dislike Pokemon as is. Some of them I think are ugly, but other than that, I still enjoy them to some extent. Sorry, I'm not trying to get like gross and feelsy over here. I just want to prove that I know Ninetales is popular and stuff, but I want to prove that less popular Pokemon are just as good as the popular ones, at least when it comes to certain circumstances. But we do beat Drake, and now we're at good old Bolas again, and just keep smacking him with the return, because that's pretty much the only thing that's going to work in here when all of them are water. But it was very nice to spend this night, morning, evening, afternoon. Here it is 9 p.m. exactly, so for me it's night. The crickets are chirping. I've beat this run, and actually probably will post it within a reasonable amount of time, because I actually had a few days off for once. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoy the art that will be at the end of the video. This is one of my more favorite pieces, actually. I spent hours just doing the hair on them. On Ninetales and Vulpix. But anyway, have a good day. Keep playing Pokemon.
करनी है मेहनत और करके दिखाना है।